Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, I appreciate you guys for being here, taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I don't normally do first impression videos, but here we are. So recently I had a micro haul, a mini haul from fragrancebuy.ca, not an affiliate of the channel. I did buy both of these fragrances, but anyway, we are taking a look at Hermes Terre de Hermes Eau Givree, which apparently translates to icy water or cold water, something like that. So pretty cool. I'm really digging the box style presentation. I like that they kind of pay homage to the Terre de Hermes line there, and then giving us something unique and different on the opposite side. And then here we have the latest fragrance launched by Mancera. This was launched late last year, I believe. So this one here is the Intense Cedrat Boise. As I said, I did purchase both of these. I picked them up at fragrancebuy.ca, which is always linked there for you guys down below. Now, what makes this interesting? We'll talk a little bit about Eau Givree. So what makes this one interesting is this is a complete blind buy for me. I've never smelled this before. I'm not condoning blind buying per se, but I did. And the reason being is because from what I've been reading online and things of that nature, it seems like I may actually like this one. Now, if you guys know me, I've said in the past that I'm not the biggest fan of the line when it comes to Terre de Hermes, which still holds true to this day. Now, last week we were in Connecticut, just my girlfriend and I, on a little getaway, and I did try Eau Intense Vetiver from Hermes here, and I was not really drawn to it. I did revisit the Terre de Hermes, the OG, the original. I liked it on paper. On skin, when I applied it to my hand, I didn't really care for it. If I'm just being honest, it's definitely a body chemistry thing for me. It just didn't really smell all that great to me. So what I know about this fragrance is we have a prominent note of grapefruit, right? So there's grapefruit from what I understand here. And also, I believe what's said, again, I've never smelled this fragrance before, so I'm just judging by what I've been reading online. I haven't watched any review on this one. Now, what I know is this replaced Eau fraische. So yeah, this is replacing that fragrance. Apparently there was an allergen in that fragrance that has been removed. Excuse me there. So with Eau fraische, it seems that there was an allergen that has been banned. So they discontinued that fragrance and brought us Eau Givree, or ice water, as I found it to translate there. So as always, we have the atomizer backwards. So my OCD self likes to, turn it forward there. So anyway, yeah, this, like I said, guys, 2022 launch. Christine Nagel perfumed this one. She is the in-house perfumer of Hermes. She does have an extensive resume. So I definitely suggest you check out her resume. You could access that on Fragrantica, so on and so forth. But yeah, let's dive into this and see what we get. First impressions, first spray, first time I'm smelling this. Who knows? Maybe it's going to change my mind on the Hermes line. How I feel. I do go back and revisit the Terre de Hermes line, and I do suggest that you guys definitely do that as well. Revisit things, go back and smell them, see what you think. It's always good to revisit fragrances that you didn't care for, because you never know. Things can change, as we go through this, this hobby and explore different things. You can come back and find, that there was a fragrance you didn't like, maybe 2 to 6 months ago, even, years ago, you didn't care for it. And now all of a sudden you do like it. So just to give you guys a brief example, coming into this hobby very, very early on, I didn't care for fougere fragrances. Now they're one of my favorite, styles or genres of perfumery. So with that all out of the way and said, let's smell this one. Yep. Okay. I really love this opening here. Grapefruit, but there's also this dryness coming from vetiver. I'm getting vetiver, I'm getting woods, watery, mineral, a little bit of a metallic tinge here. The grapefruit's really nice and spicy. There's a little bit of a zing characteristic to it, you know, a tart kind of zingy nature. You know, you could compare it to ginger. Ginger comes across in fragrances a similar way. Obviously, one's a citrus, one's not, you know, but ginger comes across in the same way as that it can add a bit of zing, a bit of spice to a fragrance, and that's what I find with grapefruit as well. But this here is kind of a juicy, a juicy, kind of drippy grapefruit is what I'm experiencing here. Now, if you look behind me, I do have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, because when, you know, I found out that there was a prominent note of grapefruit in here, I did want to see how the two compare, and I can tell you right now they don't. They don't compare at all. The other thing that I'm noticing is this is sitting really, really close to the skin. This is Eau de Parfum concentration, which I did forget to mention there in the beginning, but Eau de Parfum concentration, but this is sitting rather close to the skin. Woody, a little green tinge coming from that vetiver, dry and woody, along with that grapefruit. This is beautiful stuff, I must say. I'm really digging the Eau Givree. This is, I forgot to mention this as well, 50 ml bottle. I purchased a smaller bottle. I didn't know if I was really going to like it or not enough to get the 100 ml. Also, I do like collecting smaller bottles because, you know, the fragrance collection is what I consider large. So how are you going to use all of these fragrances with massive bottles, you know? So I do like to enjoy my fragrances. So yeah, that's why I like to purchase smaller bottles. So anyway, I'm really digging this stuff. Do I love it? No. Is it moving me? No. Does it smell nice? Yes. It smells nice. It smells fresh, clean. I honestly think that you could pull this off all year long. Definitely spring, summer, you know, most appropriate, whatever. I honestly, guys, as I'm going further along in this journey together, you know, YouTube and with fragrance collecting and getting my nose on different things, honestly, you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. But this one here is going to be, for me, nice casual fragrance. I am definitely going to wear this into the office. I know my colleagues are going to appreciate this one on me. It has that versatility. It has that kind of, you know, mass appeal factor to it, to where this isn't going to turn people off, you know? And I like the fact that it is sitting a little bit closer to the skin. Again, in an office setting, that's going to be great. You guys know I wear all of my fragrances, regardless of scent profile, density, and concentration, all that stuff. I wear everything into the office. It's just what I do. This one is going to be my scent of the day today into the office. I was hoping that I would gravitate towards this, and I do. I like it. I enjoy it. Again, is it a love for me? Absolutely not. Does it move me? No. Is it a well put together piece of, you know, perfumery in the designer realm of things? Absolutely. I think this is a very nice, you know, pleasing smell. And I would recommend this to somebody that doesn't have a large collection. I would recommend this to somebody that's looking for a nice, easygoing, easy to wear scent that is going to be pleasing, not only to the wearer, but people that are going to be around you. So yes, I do recommend trying and sampling Eau Givree. I do not recommend blind buying. That's for me to do, not for you. So anyway, like I said, guys, I did bring Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever out here. I thought they were going to be similar. They're not similar at all. I don't think it's redundant to own both. I do think that, you know, and this is, again, just on first impression spray, I do think that Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever is just a little bit louder in terms of projection than Eau Givree, but is performance end all be all for me? Absolutely not. I go based on smell first. Everything else comes second. Before we move on to Cedrat Boise Intense, this is a really nice fragrance. I have nothing really bad to say about this one here. Again, we're going to have to circle back to this one so I could talk about longevity, performance, but what I could tell here, I'm expecting to get approximately 6 hours on skin. This is not screaming. It's not shouting off of my skin or anything. So I don't expect this to be some kind of beast or longevity monster. So that's it. Let's move on to Cedrat Boise Intense. By the way, the original Terre de Hermes came out in 2006. I'm honestly, guys, I'm doing this on a whim. You know, like I said, I normally don't do first impressions videos, but let's move on to Cedrat Boise Intense. Now, I don't know if they're crediting a perfumer here or not. I couldn't find one personally. I remember the original, I believe. Well, I have the original Cedrat Boise right here, the Eau de Parfum. We've talked about this. We've covered this on the channel. I think that's a great signature scent type of fragrance, the Cedrat Boise Eau de Parfum. I think that this is a great, signature scent. Again, it has that that kind of mass appeal factor. Highly versatile, highly enjoyable. Matter of fact, many people, including myself, suggest that as a like entry level into niche because it's not so artistic and challenging as some, not all, niche fragrances can be. So it's one of those fragrances that's very easy to like and easy to wear and enjoy type of thing. But one thing I did find, I could actually smell the fragrance coming through here. Very interesting. But anyway, I found one thing. I just wanted to mention this with you guys, talk about it with you guys here. So I did see, so it says Extrait de Parfum. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to pick that up, but it says Extrait de Parfum concentration right there on the front. On the back here, it actually says right over here where my fingernail is. I don't know if it's going to be able to pick that up, but it says Eau de Parfum. So I did authenticate this. This was bottled in April of 2022. So definitely, legit bottle, nothing to be concerned about there. As always, Mancera giving us these little pouches and stuff. So I always think that's a pretty cool touch there. The bottle is exactly identical to the Eau de Parfum here. So we have for the Intense Cedrat Boise, we have 60 milliliter bottle. This was the only bottle in stock at fragrancebuy.ca. This was the only size, I should say, that was in stock. So here, from the original bottle, we have a screw top. Now we have a magnetic cap. So I like that. I don't know why I was turning this like I was anticipating it being a screw top, but I did actually know that they switched to magnetic caps, but maybe I just forgot in the moment. So gotta put these. So this atomizer was turned there to the side. I have to turn it to the front. My OCD self. Beautiful atomizer. Just gorgeous atomizer. So again, 60 milliliter. Wow, this stuff is strong. I don't even need to bring it to my note. Oh my God, this like engulfed. Very, very reminiscent to the original. What I'm expecting, what I'm anticipating and hoping is that this is a deeper, the Intense is a deeper, more dense, concentrated version of the original. I'm hoping that the fruits that we saw in the original are toned down or turned down here, and we have amplified depth, maybe from the woody nuances, the spices, the leather, maybe even the vanilla is increased or heightened here. Performance, this being an Extrait de Parfum and the original 2011 version being a Eau de Parfum, we would think that performance, this is going to be like a monster, maybe even bordering a beast, and I could tell you, when I sprayed the fragrance, even still, just a couple moments, I should say, later, this is still very much alive and present here. So, my God, is this stuff intense. So, it still maintains that fruitiness. So, we still have the fruitiness that the original was known for. I'm getting more of a spicy. Those spices are very, 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 very pronounced here. So it's definitely more spicy, dense. You could feel the density here. The fruits are there. They're not as juicy as the original. They're a little bit more on the bright side. Not as juicy, just more bright, if that makes sense. That may not make sense, but trust me, that's what the hell I'm smelling. So more bright, better. I think I gotta say, on first impressions, this is a better blend, in my opinion. The woods here, the spices, that oud. I know Cambodian oud is listed in the note breakdown. I did happen to catch that. I'm waiting for that vanilla. I'm not experiencing the vanilla just yet. Maybe if I smell my clothes and then come back. The vanilla is not coming through. So let's give this a minute to dry down and see what happens. Guys, I'm digging the hell out of Cedrat Boise Intense. This stuff is incredible. Now, I just don't think, though, that this is going to be as versatile as the Cedrat Boise. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do more testing and wearing, obviously, with this one. Definitely going to be wearing the Intense into the office. You know, even now that the fragrance is settling down, it still maintains that bright, citrus. So I guess what I wanted to say before is this isn't as juicy, citrus, fruity as the original. This is more citrus, but focusing more so on the brighter side of citrus versus juicy and fruity, if that makes any sense. So I'm not getting that fruity punch that the original Cedrat Boise had. Here, I'm getting more of a bright citrus tonality that's contributing to the tonality of the fragrance. Excuse me. This is really, 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 really nice. I'm really enjoying this one. This is a great release. Fantastic stuff here. I know it's still a little bit kind of complicated for us to get this discounted unless, you wanted to go pay full price on Mancera's website. Now, one thing I did notice about Mancera is they kind of always, run deals and promotions throughout the course of the year. So definitely check that out. The leather's coming through here. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit of vanilla. Not much. First impression standpoint, the vanilla is present, but not like prevalent, There is a sweet creaminess. I'm going to obviously contribute that smell to the vanilla. It's I've been talking so much and now my brain's like shutting off. It's like, dude, enough. But guys, this is beautiful stuff. I'm really, really digging Cedrat Boise Intense. I've said it like 15 times. So I think I drove the point home there. Interesting. Let's go back to Eau Givree. So now that I've given time for Terre d'Hermès Eau Givree by Hermes, the 2022 launch here, now that I've given this a little bit of time to dry down, a little bit mineral, watery nuance I'm getting, watery aquatic. The grapefruit is here, but it's kind of in the background now, and what's more present to me is this dry, woody vetiver. Now, it's coming across to me, again, guys, first impression, a little bit more earthy. A little bit more woody, less earthy than some of the other, Hermes fragrances that I've tried. Oh, Intense Vetiver, the original Terre d'Hermès. So this is really, really nice. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. There is a little bit of a metallic kind of nuance here as well that's kind of weaving itself in and out here. So at times when I come up, I can smell it. It's there. Other times I don't really pick up on it as much, but still kind of, lingering there. This is really nice. Hermes has been really putting out some good stuff recently. Now I know H24 is kind of polarizing. I dig it. Not too many people do, but hey, what can I say? I really like that. I like this. There's something floral here as well that I'm detecting. I don't really know. And by this time, I've already put up the notes for you guys, the note breakdown of Eau Givree. I'm liking this a lot. There's also something a little bit kind of green happening here. Really good stuff. Again, does it blow my head off my shoulders? No. It's a nice kind of, just a nice, easy reach type of fragrance that I think is going to have good longevity and is going to have that kind of mass appeal factor while also being a little bit different than what we are accustomed to, in the mass appeal realm. let's go back one last time and revisit Cedrat Boise Intense. Okay, now that we've given some time for Cedrat Boise Intense to settle down. See, this is why I don't typically like doing first impressions, because you hear like 10 billion different things in one video. So now, but if you guys like that, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like to hear the progression and the different nuances at different times that we get, let me know in the comment section down below. The fruitiness is still there, but the darker elements appear more. So that leather is standing out more. Whereas the original Cedrat Boise, I feel like the leather is there, but it's not really predominant. It's kind of like lingering in the background. Whoop. Here, it's a little bit more pronounced. Like I could smell the leather a lot more than I can in the original, 2011 version. I'm really enjoying this one. The spices are coming through, that woodiness, dark woody from that Cambodian oud. I'm not getting any type of smokiness. There's nothing challenging to me about this fragrance at all. It's more interesting than the original. You will, when I feature this in videos, going forward, I'm probably going to be referencing this more than the original, because first impressions, I'm liking this more now than the original. Obviously, I'll have to give it some more time, some more wears and things like that, and then we'll see how this compares. But first impression standpoint, I like this better than the original Cedrat Boise. First impressions for the Eau Givree from Hermes. I'm really liking this stuff, guys. I like both. I have to say, I love this. I love this. Great 2021 release that really wasn't made, kind of readily available to everyone until 2022, but still 2021 launch. Great stuff. I really love this one. This is a great fragrance here. Again, really nice, kind of crowd pleasing, versatile, easy to wear, easy to reach for. Fragrance that is going to be my scent of the day today. So now it's time to go. This smells good. It's time to go edit this video and get it out there for you guys. So listen, I'm going to get out of here, but at any point in time, if you dig the vibe, subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on any future content. Guys, have you tried either one of these? What are your thoughts on these fragrances? What are your thoughts on the Terre de Hermes line? What are your thoughts on Cedrat Boise Intense or the original? Any kind of comments, feedbacks you'd like to share with me? Much appreciated. Until next time, guys, love each other, take care of each other, respect everyone. I'll be back pretty soon. See you guys in the next one. Love you. Peace.